Most players think the grind to second C is boring, but I discovered something that completely changed my mind. After 11 days of playing just 1 hour daily, here's what nobody tells you about this journey. Hey everyone, today I'm showing you my complete journey from level 250 to reaching the second sea in Blox Fruits. Most guides tell you it's just a mindless grind through different islands. But what I found was actually a treasure hunt filled with puzzle solving, strategic boss fights, and surprising discoveries. I went from struggling against basic mobs to swallowing bosses, unlocked secret weapons, and even had a PvP victory. So in this video, I'll show you the epic Saber quest that changed everything, how I finally reached the second sea, the power upgrades that made me unstoppable, and the exact strategies that made the grind actually fun. Let's get into it. Okay, so the Saber quest is hands down the coolest thing I did on this journey. And here's why you should do this early. You need to complete it before you can unlock Instinct, which is basically a dodge ability that saves you hundreds of HP. I made a full step-by-step guide on this puzzle if you want to follow along. Links in the description. But let me walk you through the highlights. The quest starts in the jungle. I had to find and activate hidden green buttons scattered throughout the area. Once I activated them all, I went to this mysterious house above the lake, went down the stairs and found a poem. Lands of sand, my home does stand. Now dark and grim, bring light within. With a torch in hand, I headed to the desert. After exploring, I found a collapsed house with a red door. When I equipped the torch, the curtain burned away, revealing another poem about a leak in the cold. This sent me to the frozen village, where I collected water droplets from an ice stalactite in a secret cave. I gave the water to the sick man who told me to visit his son in Pirate Village. His son, the rich man, said the mob leader stole his money. So I tracked down the mob leader to John Luck Island, defeated him, and got an ancient relic as my reward. Back in the jungle, I inserted the relic into a hidden wall slot. A secret door opened, and after server hopping to find him, I finally defeated the Saber expert and got the legendary Saber sword. This whole quest felt like a real adventure, not just grinding, and it was 100% worth it. After hitting level 701, I finally got the quest to reach the second sea. The military detective sent me on a mission to find Don Swan, who apparently escaped and was hiding with the Ice Admiral. I traveled to the frozen village, unlocked the secret cave, and defeated the Ice Admiral. He revealed the whole backstory about the Magma Admiral, making a deal with the Dragon Emperor, and how Don Swan escaped to the second sea using his string fruit powers. The detective then directed me to Middletown, where the experienced captain was waiting. And finally, after days of grinding, the captain took me to the second sea. When I arrived at the Kingdom of Rose, which looks like the entire Dressrosa from One Piece, not just the Colosseum, I was genuinely excited. This was the goal. This was what all those hours of grinding were building towards. I immediately set my spawn, grabbed the first quest, and started exploring this new world. The enemies hit harder, the quests give more XP, and everything feels like a step up from the first sea. Let me show you the two game-changing upgrades that made this journey so much easier. First, the Bisento. At level 402, I traveled back to the first sea Skylands, bought this weapon for 1 million belly, and immediately went to test it. The damage was insane, way better than what I had before. But I was also taking a lot of damage because I couldn't kill enemies fast enough. That's when I remembered fishing. While waiting for my HP to regenerate, I fished. I did this loop until I hit Mastery 50 and unlocked Windbreaker, a skill that lets you hit enemies from a distance. This completely changed my strategy. I could now kite bosses, dealing damage while staying safe. I tested this on the Fishman Lord boss and it worked perfectly. I used the pillars in the boss room to hide, regenerated my HP, and dealt damage from a safe distance until he died. No depths, pure strategy. Later, I upgraded my Bisento in the second sea, which gave me a 25% damage boost. The difference was immediately noticeable. Enemies that took 45 hits now died in 3 to 4. And then there's Instinct. After grinding to 750,000 belly, I unlocked this dodge ability that saves hundreds of HP per fight. Seriously, this ability alone probably saved me hours of grinding because I wasn't constantly waiting for my HP to heal. Oh, and I had a PvP encounter. A player challenged me while I was farming. It was sloppy, but I won 3 times. He was probably underleveled, but hey, I'll take the wins. Now let's be real, there was definitely grinding involved. But here's how I made it efficient and actually enjoyable. I used every 2x XP code I could find and maximized their value. At the Colosseum, I went from 250 to 300, fighting Toga warriors and gladiators. My only complaint? Not enough gladiators spawning, so I was bouncing between just two of them. At Magma Village, I grinded military soldiers and spies until level 377. Then the underwater city became my home from 377 to 450. The fishman enemies, combined with my new Bisento, made this the fastest leveling period. The upper Skylands was interesting. I had to reset my stats and put 400 into melee just to reach the area, which gave me 2000 energy for jumping and dashing. I grinded royal soldiers and even defeated the Thunder God boss by keeping my distance and using my sword skills on cooldown. Finally, Fountain City got me from 625 to 701. The galley captains were further from the quest giver, but the XP was worth it. Here's my actual strategy. I played just 1 hour per day initially, but when I got hooked, I exceeded that rule and played up to 3 sessions on day 8. The key was setting goals. Not just reach this level, but unlock this weapon or complete this quest. Make the grind purposeful, and it becomes part of the adventure. So there you have it, my complete journey from level 250 to reaching the second sea at level 729. We covered the epic Saber quest with its multiple location puzzle, the strategy that got me into the second sea, the power upgrades that made me stronger, and the grind strategies that kept it fun. The biggest lesson? This game rewards exploration and strategy, not just mindless grinding. The Saber quest, the boss fights, the weapon upgrades, these all made the journey memorable. If you found this helpful, drop a like and subscribe. I'm continuing my second sea journey, so let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Do you want boss strategies, fruit hunting, PvP tips? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.